Hey everyone, Nicholas here from Crippled Tech, and welcome back to another Tech Explained video. And as you can see from the title and the thumbnail of the video, we're going to be exploring RAM today. So RAM is actually a short form. It stands for Random Access Memory. So we previously said that the CPU is the brain of the PC, and following with that analogy, RAM can be thought of as the short-term memory, and the storage devices like SSDs and hard drives are the long-term memory. The RAM is where the computer temporarily stores data and instructions that it is currently using. Let's lay out a scenario. Let's say you want to play a game on your computer and the game is already installed on the SSD, which is the long-term memory. When you launch the game and the game is loading up, the game data and instructions like character position, sound effects, controls, what keys corresponds to what response from the game, they are all loaded into the RAM, which is the short-term memory. This allows the CPU, which is the processing and thinking part of the PC, to access necessary data and instruction in a near instant time for the game to operate smoothly.
Only in unity will we find strength and unwise choice.
Now let's get slightly technical and talk about the capacity of the RAM and its impacts. To put it simply, the more RAM capacity you have, the more your computer can handle at once. With high capacity RAM, you can have multiple browser tabs open, run demanding software like video production, 2D, 3D modeling, etc., or play resource-heavy games. So, going back to the short-term memory analogy, the more you can remember in your short-term memory, the more efficient you can be at multitasking. This goes the same for PCs and RAM. For Windows PC nowadays, 16GB is pretty much the minimum requirement for any kind of slight multitasking workloads, even for office use. Whereas 32GB is now suitable for running more intensive work like video production, creative software, 2D modeling, 3D modeling, and playing resource-intensive games. The PC that I currently have has a RAM capacity of 32GB. Going into the other specifications of the RAM, there are the speed and the channel mode. Speed is pretty much easy to understand. It is plain and simple. Plainly, the speed of the data transfer between the CPU and the RAM. Think of the connection between the CPU and the RAM as a highway, and the data being transferred between the CPU and the RAM as vehicles carrying data. So, with that analogy, the speed of the RAM is pretty much the speed limit, the set speed limit of that highway. The vehicles have to travel at that speed, and you cannot exceed the speed. You cannot go lower than that speed. As for the channel mode, going back to the highway analogy, you can think of the channel mode as the lane count, which is how many lanes there are on that highway. So the higher the channel mode, the more lanes the highway has, which means the more bandwidth the connection between the CPU and the RAM has. So the higher the channel mode, the more lanes the highway has, which allows for wider bandwidth, and meaning more data can be transferred at the same time compared to a lower channel mode RAM at the same speed, as there are more lanes for vehicles to travel. So even though it is at the same speed, more data can be transferred at the same time. One extremely important fact about the channel mode that I have to clarify here is that a normal consumer grade PC only goes up to dual channel mode, dual channel mode, however you want to call it. Any higher than 2 channel or dual channel mode goes into server grade and enterprise grade hardware territory. So that is why many people always recommend getting 2 sticks of RAM if you're building your own PC and installing it in a way that enables 2 dual channel mode to be enabled. If you're building your own PC, you would have to refer to your own motherboard's manual to see which slot to slot your memory modules in to enable dual channel mode. As of the time of making this video, we are currently in the transition period from DDR4 generation memory into DDR5 generation memory, as newer CPUs that have come out are starting to adopt DDR5 and foregoing DDR4. So if you're building your own PC, make sure to double check what your CPU and motherboard combo supports, which generation of RAM it supports, as the 2 generations of RAM are not intercompatible, meaning DDR4 RAM cannot go into a DDR5 supported system and vice versa. In summary, the RAM is your computer's short-term memory and speedy workspace. It is as crucial as the CPU in providing smooth and fast performance to your PC. So the next time you're enjoying a fast loading game or doing resource intensive work like video production, modeling, or even multitasking without lag, remember that your RAM plays a big part in delivering those smooth experiences. Thanks for watching until the end of this video. I hope you have taken away something valuable from this video, and leave a like if you learned anything from it or if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to Crippled Tech for more tech content and turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload or post new content. If you would like to add more information or correct me if I got anything wrong, you are welcome to post it down in the comment section down below. Thanks for staying with me. Nicholas signing out. ご視聴ありがとうございました。じゃあ。